She wasn't hired because she had a husband and children. You know, actually, you're making me think of something. I was having a conversation with this lady, and she was saying how when you go for a job interview and you're a man and you're wearing a ring.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I had a friend who wasn't hired because, and it wasn't a law firm, but she wasn't hired because she had a husband and children, right? So I was talking to her about this. I was telling her about the lady that I'd met and how when you're a man and you're married, there's an assumption that, oh, you have a wife at home and she's taking care of business. When you're a woman, it means you're going to be taking time off. All the kids are going to be sick. You know, so there are those inequalities.
You know, at the Institute for Labor, where I am, I've got a labor economist, wonderful guy, shout out to Abel. And little research has shown when a single mother is in the interview room, the reason why we've got a pay gap, the woman who's in the interview room, when she's asked the important question, how much do you expect to be paid? The reason why we have a pay gap in Botswana is because, number one, a lot of women in the workforce are single moms. And when they're in the interview room, they're asking for lower salaries to compete against the other person, to make sure they get the job.
Yeah.
Yes, they already know from the advert that it says there's an advert for magistrate, by the way. So if a single woman comes in, they already know what the advert is saying.
Yes.
They always go for the lower amount. Let's say
the lower range.
Yes, if it says per annum, the salary will be 360 to 400.
They'll always ask for the lowest.
They'll ask for the 360.
Yeah.
They won't ask for the 400.
So this new labor law is promising us a lot of things.
Section 18, subsection 5.
Yeah.
Says that people will be paid the same, should be paid the same amount if they're doing the same or similar task.
It's
new. So there should be no discrimination on the basis of gender, sexual orientation. That's another research which we're doing at the Institute. It's new research. We want to know of those people who have come out in the open since the Mutsidiemang case, when you could come out, are people from the LGBTQ community being paid the same as heterosexuals. And the hypothesis already is that there is a pay gap.
Yeah.
Took me back.
It feels fair though, because I think even with other races, they normally pay their counterparts better than...
Well, with other races, unfortunately, we've got a lot of foreign direct investors here in Botswana. So, of course, because they're the investors, they're paying themselves more.
Yeah, but for equal work, we should all get paid.
Equal work, equal pay. Yeah.
So how has the definition of a worker changed?
There we go. Now so under the old employment, just had an employee, someone who has signed an employment contract.
Okay.
Worker now includes those in the informal sector, casual laborers, those on fixed-term contracts, those who are on permanent contracts. So a worker encompasses anyone who's in the working sphere. And then get this, a worker also includes someone who's applying for a job.
Oh, yes. So even at recruitment...
At recruitment stage...
There's a protection.
There's a protection. If you are bullied, if someone says, I'll give you a job... Is this still PG-18? I'll give you a job through transmission.
Yes.
Yes. Physical transmission. You've got a claim at that stage. If you're discriminated on the basis of race, political opinion, gender, you've got that protection. And then you should look at section 151, my favorite area, 151 to 157. You're not allowed to discriminate.
Yes, I was going to go into discrimination, harassment, and fair treatment.
Yeah, no, I'm coming there.
Oh, you're coming there.
This is something extra.
It's different.
We didn't say this even last time, so it's good you're re-recording.
Okay.
You're not supposed to discriminate between full-time employees and those who are fixed-term employees.